Stadium in New Jersey. Kicking off for the Jets is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And Brithegamer with EA Sports. The lane opens here. He passed the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Brady into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May on the pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
The 34-yard line.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Yeah. Jets are taking a first-quarter lead.
That's how you take advantage of an early turnover. Sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? Handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Just really impacted the ball get turned over.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there for the defense. What you're trying to do is make sure that somebody can catch the ball. They can catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with first and 10 at about the 32. There's Rico Jones, his first carry for the USC man. And he spun away for a moment, but only a moment, as he just gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe, and that's it. Second down.
On the play. Second and 10. The 33-yard
from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete here.
Well, get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. If there's good coverage there, they'll force the incompletion.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And it gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 man time as that leads us to a fourth there. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Berrios. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Sean Perriman, 52 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, once you're cycling, you're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early score, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first quarter CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's set up pretty nicely here as they have it.
5-yard line. They're on the 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there's optimism because they agree, right? The turnover, you just know that
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
the punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and 40 points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offensive zone, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Brady's throw there complete. They'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. First down. Looking from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Goodwin. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA. First carry down to the backup with Sean McCoy. And he's stronger here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Really going to try and throw on 3rd down. Bananas Miller, he's got it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. There's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This duo locked in 14 yards there. And a first down at the 2-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to run all the way into the end zone?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go. They got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. It's Sean Perriman with his 2nd touchdown there in this first half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time they got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go. They're taking them in every direction.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? Open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Brett Maher to kick off for the Jets.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get a board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
A shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brady's pass.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, but the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough. And they'll be left now with 31. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ready to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, they would have got the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got 2 eager and got 2 deep into the backfield.
Gronk. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. They were great, they were winning, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Not able to get away, safe back at the 22. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. So we reach halftime. And we'll jump over halftime.
With the score, Jets 24.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Returnable here for Davis. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. And that brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
They're going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He was called out a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break up that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Good work after the catch. Going to net up 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync,
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Darnold to his tight end, Chris Herndon on the touchdown pass. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Throwing again is Darnold. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
Make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line and worse. If they're going to throw the ball, they can throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That brings up second down.
Second and 10.
To throw again, Brady. The man Gronkowski complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Thinking about the game there on second down, that's a positive drive because that's a take what you can get situation. Got to the tight end. Now there's a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump it for a loss of 8. So he'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we lay 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. It would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact. On time, no penalty. Before this drop could get wins, it's 4th down.
Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. Why you go for it?
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board. They're happy that they kept it and did that. So, very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe he just says, what the heck, we can't lose. Let's go ahead and keep trying to win or add to our lead.
7 yards of a pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blesson Austin. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they try to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is shoving onto the field as they'll go for 2. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just the times we live in now. Very similar to the back flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Short kick. One of the open will take it now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have a decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer fall as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass by Brady there, caught by Howard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. On first down, Brady. It's a gain of 11 yards that time. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jabari Zuniga charging hard from that linebacker spot. And he drops it for a loss of 11. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards, it's third and very long. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 47 yards. Drops this one off to McCoy on the knee. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the gun, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Caught by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Defensively, they had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion.
I know we could sit up here and dance around a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody don't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get that.
Yeah, I don't think you just said, well, my kicker's hurt on this one.
No. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They send him back around the 44. Jordan Jenkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a